Good morning, guys. Welcome to the channel. It is Thursday morning here in the beautiful Augusta, Georgia, but we're here somewhere different. We're actually at the Augusta Regional Airport, and I'm fixing to fly to Lubbock. So just want to share my adventure, so come along and join me. All right, Bronco, I will see you Sunday. So heading on out. So currently on the app, my board's not until 6:30, but I at least wanted to get here and go through TSA. This is my first time flying since the year 2000, so a lot has changed in the world since then. So of course, in my adult life, I've never flown before. Always just driven. So of course, when I go to Orlando, I just drive 6 hours. So yeah. And as far as the airports go, I could have gone through Atlanta. I could have gone through Savannah, but I only live an hour from Augusta. And I was like, you know what? Let me just go on and go here. And the flight was actually pretty cool. So my flight's at 7 o'clock. I'll be in Dallas I should be there about 9:30. And then I'll be in Lubbock about 11:30 today. So it's gonna be an interesting kind of day and see how that goes. I'm actually nervous about going through Dallas. My wife was kind of warning me about that because she'll fly there for her work conference and all that. And she was talking about the monorail, so I'm nervous and excited about the same time. But let's go on and figure out where we need to go. Then we'll get back to the camera. And I guess we're here at the front. I'm not really sure where I'm at. But like I said, that's why I wanted to get here like at least an hour early for my boarding group. This is my first time flying in a long time and don't really know where I'm going, so we're gonna figure it out together. But the drive share was pretty smooth though. No cars, but except the fog. That fog was just plain out horrible. But excited to be flying though. Maybe I'll find something good to eat. Kind of getting hungry right now. Been up since about 3 o'clock this morning. No, actually it was probably about 3:15. Took a shower and went and packed my clothes up and all that good stuff. So just for informational purposes, you got Avis, Enterprise, and it looks like Alamo. You want to rent your cars out and stuff like that. But especially around here, Masters is right around the corner. So if you're flying in for the Masters and all that, this is where you want to go rent your cars at. And I bet you during that time, I bet you this airport's hopping during Masters. People flying all over the country and probably will come out here and see Masters. Now that would be fun to see one day. But for right now, we got business to take care of and try to figure out where we need to go. And over here is where you do all the bag check-ins and all that good stuff. But I'm doing carry-on. Let me show you. Pretty good. Just got my big old backpack and stuff for my electronics. But it's time to check in. All right, and we have made it through TSA. That was actually kind of interesting. Actually got scanned 4 times. Not sure why, but probably wasn't doing something right. But always, let's check out the merchandise I got. Y'all know I'm a sucker for merch, but pretty cool. Got you some Augusta, Georgia merchandise here. And of course, for the Masters, she got you a nice little fancy Augusta shirt. Pretty cool. Got you a little shopping here. That's neat. And of course, James Brown. That's pretty cool. Yeah, this is their little merchandise. Of course, you're going to see a whole bunch of golf here, though. We are in Golf Central. But not going to get any merchandise in here. Of course, I live here in Augusta. Well, about an hour from Augusta. Not going to buy anything here. We're going to sell all that for Texas. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and wait for our boarding group and get on the plane. But just like I said, I just want to show you all the little merchandise here when you're coming into Augusta. And of course, over there, they got a clubhouse bar and grill. Too early for a drink though. All right, so we got about 25 minutes of waiting, so we're just gonna check this out over here. Got this little golfer guy here, not sure who he is, but checking all this cool little history of Augusta, Georgia. Pretty cool. And the godfather of soul, James Brown. Yeah, pretty interesting stuff. But I'm gonna go ahead and find me a seat and I will catch y'all in the plane. All right, guys, our boarding group has been called. Check this out. There's the plane. All right, guys, let's get on board and kind of nervous. Woo! All right, so I am on boarded. The seat's pretty tight, actually, but here we go. All right, guys, so I'm off the plane, finally here in Dallas, Georgia. Got to about 9:45 the board till the next flight to Lubbock, but I'll show you all a little bit here. Gotta get to the monorail, and just want to show you all a little bit what they got here. Currently in Terminal E, but they got this little Uno pizza. Not really in the mood for pizza, but I did see they got a Whataburger here somewhere, so pretty cool. I will say the flight was actually pretty comfortable, except the seats though. Like that wasn't comfortable, just the flight was pretty smooth, and I enjoyed it pretty good. But like to just say, the size was just like really tight, especially if you're a big guy. So I mean, like if you're a larger person, like myself, maybe I think next time I would maybe upgrade to like a larger seat. Just little tips. And of course they got like a little Starbucks over here, had some kind of little Lone Star store. But finally fixing to find the monorail. Pretty interesting. Oh, I see a Wendy's, Panda Express. Oh, Maddie would love that. She loves Panda Express. She might get mad at me if I want the 8 there. Like I said, I saw a Whataburger here. I've never actually had that before, but looks interesting. So I need to get to B. So let's find our way to B and show you that little area. All right, here's the ride for the day.
The next stop serves gates D1 through D22 and the Grand Hyatt.
Now, I told you a little bit. So it's not really called a monorail, but I'm just gonna call it a monorail anyway. So here is the monorail. All right, just got off the monorail. That was a rough ride. It was pretty quick actually, but onto our gate though. All right, so finally made into this merch store. This is not all right. Go Dogs. Oh, how can someone wear this stuff? But then again, I'm here in Texas, not in Georgia, so guess I gotta abide by their rules of the land. But as always, Go Dogs though. So a little tourist tip. When you're going to Skylink, make sure you check your app to see which terminal you need to go at. It'll take you right there. There's like, of course, like there's A and C and me. I went on B and D over here in Dallas, so pretty cool. But they do got a TGI Fridays here. But I gotta get something to eat. But not really sure I want that right now because I gotta find my gate first though. Okay, so I got about 8 minutes till I board, but I had a breakfast at Dunkin' Donuts and it was pretty good. All right, guys, so it is boarding time. We are going to head on a plane, so I will see if we get to Lubbock. But it was pretty cool seeing her in Dallas. So I think next time Sunday, maybe try to find something to eat. I think I got like a 3 or 4 hour layover. So I'll see y'all in Lubbock. All right, guys, on to Lubbock.
All right, so we have boarded the plane, and this has much more space than the last plane. But I'm a little bit airport too, so yeah, definitely looking for space.
Alright guys, we have landed here into Lubbock. The flight was actually really smooth and really nice. The only con about the flight was no one offered a drink or a snack. So, I mean, I don't know, maybe because it was just a short flight, it was only like an hour and a half, maybe 20 minutes. But, I don't know, who knows. But I know they didn't offer me a drink and I'm pretty thirsty. But anyways guys, we're here in Lubbock and they got some Texas Tech merch here. But right now I'm trying to charge my phone up and the whole Southwest notification killed my battery. So I'm just waiting my phone to charge up. Anyways guys, thanks much again for watching, and we'll be coming back here in Lubbock in just a few 4 days, so I'm going to show you all again. But until then guys, make sure you like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. The vlog is out.